Hello. All right, so we're going to be starting Writer's Workshop this week. And Writer's Workshop is just us putting our words and our thinking on paper. And so it's really you being free to write about and think about things that you want to tell people. And so what a writer is just someone who tells things on paper. So just like you tell me a story in our live meetings, or you tell your parents or your grandparents or your aunts and uncles, people around you, a story, you tell them with your words. Writers tell them with their writing. And so we're going to learn that you can write about anything. So I'm going to show you what that means. For some people starting out, they might want to just write a picture. You might want to write a picture and add a label to it. You might want to start out writing a word that tells about your picture or a sentence. Any of that is okay. It just really depends on what you can do. So if you just write a picture, that's okay. So today I'm going to think about all the things I know that I could write about. I could write about my family. I could write about a trip I went on this summer. I could write about my pets. But today I think I'm just going to write about my family. So I'm going to think about my family and what I know about them. Well, I have 4 people in my family. So I'm going to draw a picture of all the people that are in my family. So the first person I'm thinking about is me. I'm part of my family, so I'm going to draw. Y'all don't make fun of Miss Mitchell's drawing. I am not an artist, but I do my best. So here's me. I can't be floating in the air, so I have to make sure my feet are on the ground. All right, my hands, my hair on my head, and I have eyes and a mouth. All right, so that's me. Also, my family, who's a little taller than me, not much, is Mr. Mitchell. And I'm just going to draw him. Give him some arms. I have his hands behind his back. Give him some pants and some shoes. He doesn't have any hair, so I'm not going to put any hair on his head. And then we have Emmeline. She's our little girl. So I'm going to put her in a dress too. Give her some eyes and a mouth. Make her feet go to the floor. Give her some hands. And then we have our little wild man. He likes his hair spiky, so I'll spike his hair. This is Eva. Give him some shoes. All right, so this is my family. I want to just start out by writing about what I read about. So I'm not going to write a sentence because I'm not there yet. I just want to write a phrase. So I know that this is my family. So I'm going to write the words my family. Now, in order to write them, I have to know how many words I have to write. So I'm going to count them. My family. That's 2 words. My family. So I'm going to write 2 words. Now, the first word in my phrase or sentence is going to have a capital letter because it's the beginning of my thoughts. So I'm going to start with my. I hear an at the beginning. And if you know your letters already, then you know that that's the letter M. So I'm going to write my. I hear in the beginning and I next. So I'm going to write the I. My family. So I'm going to skip some space because this is a new word. My family. The family is the second word. So I'm going to put, writers know that there's space between each word. So I'm going to put some space. Maybe the tip of your pencil can help you or your finger. So I'm going to skip some space. I'm going to write the next word. No, that's the letter F. So I know that's an A. Fam. I hear M next. Fam. Fam. I hear an I. Am. Il. That's an L. Fam. Il. E. An E. My family. I also know, because I've read lots of books, that there's a period at the end of every sentence. So I have my family, 2 words and a period at the end of the sentence. Now, I'm not going to stop there because you might want to write a phrase to match yours, but you might also want to just label the pictures. So I'm going to label my pictures. I know this is me. This is my husband. His name is Corey. This is our daughter, Emmeline. And this is our son, Eli. So I labeled their names because I know how to write their names. I'm going to put a label on them, and then I'm going to go back and color my picture, and I'm going to color it with colors that make sense. So I need to make sure that there's grass on the ground, that we're not just standing in the air, and that there, maybe I want to draw sunshine up here. So I'm showing you that it's a sunshiny, pretty day, and let me get this back over so you can see what I'm adding to it. And maybe you want to put some clouds in the sky. You don't want to have to color all the backspace, but I need to color all my people, and I need to make sure they have colors that make sense. So I want to pay attention to what my hair color is, and what Emmeline's hair color is, and what Eli's hair color is. He has blonde hair, so he's going to need yellow for his hair, while me and Emmeline have kind of brownish hair. So I'm going to color them using colors that make sense. And then this is my journal entry for today. So this is what you're going to be doing. And tomorrow you'll work on another journal entry. And you can write about what you want to write about. And then I'll do mini lessons just like this, teaching you how to become better writers. For your parents, this is very important. In kindergarten, we don't use spelling rules because we want kids to learn how to sound out words. It's very important that they hear the parts of a word. And so you notice that this that I have written down here is not spelled correctly. And the reason why it's not spelled correctly is because I spelled it how I sounded it out. And that's okay. Your kids are not going to know how to spell words because they haven't learned those spelling rules yet for phonics. That's first grade stuff. And as we learn those spelling rules, we'll use them in our writing. But until we get there, we want to just make sure that we're sounding out the parts of a word and we're writing it how we hear it. So in the beginning, your child might write just the letter F and an E for the word family, and that's perfectly normal. I'll try to send you some stages of writing so you can see where they might fall in those stages and what they're going to move to as we work through it. And I'll get with each and every one of them as they start turning in journal entries to kind of set a goal for what they need to be working on next. So if you have any questions, just let me know. But I want you to get writing, and then on Friday, I'll have you submit one journal entry for the week. All right, y'all have a great day.